Listen, man. We got DK in the building, man. We got Maestro in the building, man.
What up, though?
You guys are a part of a crew called Tro Boys.
Yep. TRO.
Talk about how that came together in the first place.
It came.
Make sure that mic is like right up to you. Yeah, you want to just swing it over. You can move it.
Right,
yeah, you can move it. Yep.
Well, it came about because I actually was gonna. This was my early years with rapping. I was gonna change my name to Tro, because I was listening to a lot of Tupac and Biggie, so I was just feeling like the realest one. Like that's what my music was based off, talking that real shit. So I was like, Tro Boys just sounded better, and that's how that shit came about.
Okay, cool. Now you're saying you're listening to these older artists that a lot of these kids don't even fucking know about. Tupac Shakur. My little cousin doesn't know who Tupac is, man.
What?
Yeah.
I feel like that's like timeless music. Like the production was always good, so it can never play out.
Do you feel like music has gotten more replay time for you, or do you still listen to? Do you replay older songs more, or do you play newer songs more?
I don't really listen to new songs like that. If the shit good, I listen to it, but like not too much shit move me like that, because I'm one of them people I love to make the dope lyrics and everything. I'm still with that shit. Like,
what do you think changed?
Lyricism. People ain't trying to be. They ain't trying to talk too much. Talk
about
too much
over,
lyrics.
Bring it over to you. Yeah, bring that over to you. Yeah.
They ain't trying to talk about lyrics nowadays. They just rapping, trying to make a good song off a good beat, but they ain't putting too much into it.
And another thing, the shit just got oversaturated, which we can't control that. Like when the social media came about, of course you knew shit was gonna be oversaturated. So you got more don't be tardy for the party rappers and all type of motherfuckers just trying to rap, giving it a shot just because they can do it. You feel me?
You think there's a lot of people that are just trying to become rappers because they think it's easy to do and it's easy to become famous?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, because people clout now, so they know they can, if they can get on by some weird hair or piercings or tattoos or some shit, they gonna do that shit, bro.
Yeah, like look at the Island Boys, right? Like those dudes just came out of nowhere, but they're getting clowned everywhere they fucking go now, right?
Yeah, exactly. They looking dumb as hell and they feeling dumb, but they probably loving the clout they get.
Yeah, that might be. And like somebody, for instance, like Tekashi 6ix9ine, right? Like he did the whole rainbow hair and everything like that, but he can't really leave the crib, I don't think, right?
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying? So is that lifestyle worth it? And do these kids know what the fuck they're getting themselves into? You know?
They don't.
They just doing that shit for the momentarily type shit, bro. They don't really know how far that shit can go.
Now, how long have you guys been together? How long have you guys been making music for as a group?
Well, me and him,
you gotta bring the mic. You gotta bring it to. Yeah, bring it. Yeah, swing that bitch over. Yeah.
Fuck it, I'm gonna swing that bitch every time.
Yeah, swing that bitch over.
Pause.
Yeah.
But shit, we brothers and shit. So when I decided to rap, we just all started rapping together. Like I've been rapping for real since like the late '90s, like '99 when I decided to do the shit for real. Like I heard Bow Wow and Romeo on the radio, so I was like, shit, I can do that shit, and that's how I got into it. And I always fuck with music anyway, so it just went like that.
Yeah.
Shit, we been around the music shit since we was kids. We was rapping with my big cousin, so niggas been rapping since we was 8 and all that shit. I was 8, so he's about 9, 12, 10 and shit. So we just been keeping it going, and motherfuckers who fuck with us was, following along doing what we do.
Yeah. Was it a thing at that moment where it was out of love that you guys were making music, or was it kind of like a way to get out, or what was the mindset at the time?
It's out of love, bro. We love doing this shit. We do this shit like how people love, you see people going to hoop at the court and all that shit. I love to hoop at the court, and that's how I look at doing music in the studio, just going to have fun doing that shit.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, it was love. It was love. When I first put my raps together and shit, when I first got on the microphone at church, like my church, they ain't want me to rap though. The preacher was like, no, you don't need to be a rapper. But I'm like, I had it set already, like, I'm gonna be a rapper. I already knew what I wanted to do.
Your preacher was literally like discouraging you from the rap
hell yeah. That preacher don't fuck with that rap shit for sure, especially not back then.
Yeah, right now. Do you know how it is right now? How's it right now? Are they still not fucking with it? Like, is it?
I mean, I ain't been to church in a while. I can't lie.
It's probably changed a little.
But I'm sure my preacher wouldn't approve of the stuff I rap about. But at the same time, you rap your life, rap around what go on in your life. So it's like that ain't no the shit you gonna rap about in church. But now
you guys, obviously people know you guys from music, right? But I just seen that there was a film that you guys were a part of as well, and my boy Scoob was in that shit. And just talk about how that process came together.
Shit, shout out to Street Lord Rook. Gave us the opportunity, and I got the opportunity through my cousin when she made a post saying they needed some extras, and we just so happened to get in the best extra spot. Like shit, more people noticed us than the other scene. We just was right there. We didn't even have a speaking scene, but it's all good. It was for good promotion. And
everybody
we did it.
We all up on the camera and shit. We just doing this shit. We just putting our faces out here for everybody because everybody know.
And then I think I seen you guys have you guys worked with Rio, obviously, and talk about that process and how that came together.
You said work with Rio?
Yeah. Or was it a studio session or what happened?
Oh no, we ain't work with Rio. I love to work with my dog Rio, but we just ended up at the same place at the same time.
Okay.
My homies was shooting the video at the same place. His peoples was shooting.
That was that shit I was telling you. We just do shit in blind faith, and you don't know who the fuck you gonna be with. You know what I'm saying? Like we done met some people. You would be like, how the fuck y'all end up meeting?
No, you said it earlier. You met Cash though, and I was like,
Master P.
We met Master P, bro. People don't just meet Master P, bro. There's people in the industry that ain't met Master P, bro. And
what's it like to be around the energy of somebody such as established as that?
It just goes and shit, man. It's just like, it shows that we can make it there too, bro. He is the same type of person we.
Then mind you, this our first time being in New Orleans. We know he don't live there no more, but we in the airport. We got a delayed flight. We in the motherfucking airport for a whole nother day, and we sitting there bored as fuck. Next thing you know, we see this nigga Master P walk in, and we like, that's Master P, and shit. We had to go chop it up with him, and he was solid. Like, he wasn't on no funny shit or nothing like that. And that's what I wanted to see when I ever went there, because that was my first influence, for sure. No limit. Always been about my group, bringing my people on with me. So that's how I always been.
What's been the hurdle so far for the music career? You guys are trying to become more and more established as time goes on, but what is like the biggest things kind of like, slowing things down a little bit?
I would say like just getting our faces out there more and getting that attention, the exposure that we need. Because once we get that exposure, people gonna see we got the talent. We just as cold as anybody, if not colder, bro. We got like multiple talents in our group, so it's not just one sound.
And I make beats, so be looking out for Established dropping this Friday, and we spell it with a EAST, Established, because we from the East Side. So make sure y'all be on the lookout for that too.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so when we have somebody in the group that's making the beats, that kind of cuts out one of the costs, and you can formulate the shit the way you want it more so. Have you guys done collaborations with other producers and other artists and stuff like that? And if you have, let's talk about that.
Not no other producers besides my cousin Tawan Music, but that's in-house too. He big Tro gang too, so it's like we've been doing our own shit. And how we came about with making beats is because when we first started doing this shit, you couldn't just go on YouTube and find no beats. And one day my boy Beaver, he came home and he was like, we on the way to school, he was like, I found some shit we can make our own shit on. And we've been in love with FL Studio ever since. So we've been making our own shit. Like, we rap off other beats too, but I haven't really worked with too many producers yet. But at the same time, we still open to it,
Who's been your favorite artist to collaborate with so far?
I fuck with my boy Cheddar Boy Malik. He one of them people you could tell this nigga just love to rap, because when he doing the show, this nigga want to rap for 10 minutes a cappella and shit just to show everybody he can rap. Yeah, my nigga Stretch Money, them was my early influences, like, from the city. So yeah.
You guys obviously have like a rich history. You knew the game before it became the game it is now. What do you like about the scene and what do you not like about the scene?
Me personally, I embrace everything. Like okay, like, all right, as far as like remember you could just sell your CDs. Now cars don't really have CDs no more, but you could get your shit off streaming, so you could get your shit to fucking from here to Angola, you know what I'm saying? Like, and people could still hear your shit. So it's like pros and cons with everything. You just gotta run with the times, and I learned that shit in marketing. So it's good pros and cons with everything, you know what I'm saying? But we used to be able to go get our CDs to people, but it's different now, So you got to find another way to promote yourself, which you could do it through social media. Do
you think social media has made things like too open, as far as anybody can kind of just hop in the game now, or do you feel like it's fair, the way things are fair?
I think it's fair. I think it just get everybody the same opportunity to, push and do what you could off that social media and be out here on the streets doing it too.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it is weird that anybody can just like make a song and it could be some like no, for instance, right? Not to be disrespectful, but that dude who got slapped by his baby mama while he was singing that song.
Yeah, that's what I'm
like
talking
that
about.
shit crazy.
Bro, like he went from 500 followers to 100,000. He has 100,000 followers on Instagram.
They get around people with their publicity. Like I ain't hating on it. Do your
That's
thing.
why I say
get
that's
your
the
money.
pro and the con. It's like anybody can go viral now. You could be a
You got that
random.
mic when he says.
You could be a random person. Anybody could go viral, and it's like you could just share a post and get 1 million views on that motherfucker, and nobody still won't even know you. So it's still other shit that come with it. But anybody got potential to go viral nowadays. So that's like the new chase right now.
Yeah.
So you gotta take that shit and make sure you can offer something else with it. You feel me? There's always something else you can do with it. So you could take your brand, like you start seeing your shit getting shared, shit, start posting your brand with it, cause people looking at it. You know,
Yeah.
shit be getting shared from fucking 3 years ago.
It is, man, and that's why it is an interesting time because it's not fair to some degree. Obviously, like you just said, kind of like they're just giving the wrong people the spotlight.
Yeah.
And I had a conversation the other day about that. I was like, those people can get that spotlight, but they're gonna fizzle out because there's no talent or structure behind it.
They ain't had nothing planned and they not really, you know what I'm saying, trying to do that shit forever. That ain't when they go. Oh yeah, that when they goes and shit.
Yeah, like they're not talented enough or have the structure or the skill set to back that up and keep the longevity alive with that.
Exactly.
How did you guys build your talents? How did you guys build your skills? And was it just studio? Just keep getting in the studio and keep recording?
Shit, hold on. Right, like so we just been doing it all these years and finding out your style and how you want to rap and the type of music you want to make and shit.
And also we found who was gonna be consistent because shit used to be about 8-10 of us rapping. Like we really was all about our crew our whole life. But as we got older, you start knowing who gonna be serious. Like we still got other people that rap that's with us, but they wasn't that serious. Some trying to take it serious now, and some ain't. But it was just about the consistency for real, for real.
Do you guys? I mean, it seems like you guys have like a good overview of this. Do you plan on like signing artists and getting involved in that?
No, not at this point,
Not right now.
cause we still trying to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? We still learning shit with this industry. You know what I'm saying? We just trying to put the best foot forward, and that's why I said certain shit just be happening. Cause I believe in positive energy. So like you wake up, say today gonna be a great day, and you don't know what the hell gonna happen. You just speak that shit into existence.
Yeah.
And I know for a fact I'm talented. It ain't just me saying this shit. Like I know I can rap. And make beats, and make good songs. We make good hooks, all that shit. So we just put the best foot forward.
Do you feel like you're getting the recognition that you deserve in Detroit right now?
Not yet.
Yeah, to a certain extent, because it's hard. Because it get hard when you got certain DJs that might not rock with you. You could rock the club, and they still ain't even trying to push your music. So they the ones you really need to come in contact with the most.
Yeah.
But you got something like you been rocked it. You got a good music. So it's like that's the real hard part right there.
Man.
Like you get the recognition from like a lot of people that we know. They recognize this shit, so that be the main people that we getting it from. But it
Did
ain't all over yet.
Does it matter to get the recognition from Detroit specifically though?
No,
Nah, hell no. Cause at this point, I can go to
We already did it.
we done did it. I go to LA and
everywhere now.
we in the studio with DJ Battlecat. Just from
Battlecat.
just from contacts we know, but not like no major shit. That's what I'm saying. Best foot forward. We in the studio with DJ Battlecat. He a legendary producer there. Like that's the studio NWA started out at, and we didn't even know until the movie came out.
And we out there
And we
rocking
there,
that bitch.
you know what I'm saying?
With our
So-
music heavy and you know what I'm saying, vibing hard. Like
And we don't just
got our
make
shit-
Detroit type music neither.
We got our shit played out there in the LA club and all that shit. So it ain't nothing new. We just
Some
move
people,
how we move.
right? Like I understand what you're saying, but some people want that like notoriety as far as like they're stamped in Detroit as these like artists that like the Doughboys and all that stuff like that.
I would have loved that, but
need
it
that
didn't
respect, too.
it didn't happen at that time. So it's like we was pushing at the same time, and
It
we
ain't
did
too
we
late.
did our thing. We held our ground the same way they did. It just they shit got out more. Whatever they sauce was, we ain't get that sauce. We just did everything from the ground up.
Right.
No help, none of that.
Where do your lyrics stem from?
Our lifestyle, shit, everything we do. it ain't no cap. We be shit just be happening. Sometimes
certain lyrics is cap. I'm gonna say it's cap.
Shit, a lot of shit. I've been rapped about it and then it literally happened.
It's got to be a little bit of cap though.
It might start off as cap, but it didn't happen for real. Like why? Like
I'm on
shit
this,
just be magic. You speak into existence, my nigga.
I'm on this interview. I ain't about to be like, look, this is my real life. Like I just sold a brick last week. Hell no, I ain't gonna do that. You feel me? So my lyrics just stem from shit around me. That's for the listeners to want to guess. You feel me? I ain't trying to prove nothing to nobody. But at the same time, I do want them to know like my shit realistic for sure. Like come from a place.
And it might just connect to somebody else.
Yeah.
They might be doing what you rapping about right there.
Now, how did you guys curate the group as far as like picking, like not picking obviously who's in it? Obviously, it all just kind of started, but like, how did that kind of come together? It just natural.
Natural.
Yeah.
Because look, my cousin, he go by Benny Hustle now, but he AKA BB3. Shit, this nigga ain't rap with us at all when we was coming up. He went to college, bought the equipment. He went to Eastern Michigan, and he started taking the shit more serious when he graduated. And that's how he became in the group. And my boy Money Mel, he was already with us, and we had multiple other people that's with us too, but it ended up being us four.
Yeah,
and it's just crazy it happened like that.
Man, damn, yeah. Naturally, it's just so genuine, right?
Yeah,
when the oversees everything else,
everybody
man.
family
Right.
and shit for real.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
What's well, so far it seems like you guys don't have any gripes towards the industry or anything like that. It seems like you guys know how it goes and you're fine with everything the way it kind of rocks out.
I watched enough hip hop movies and shit and documentaries. I know they say motherfuckers faking the industry, so I'm already on that type of time. You know what I'm saying? I ain't expecting nobody to be my best friend or nothing like that. We just gonna make it happen how it happen. Like I said,
learn as you go.
Hell yeah.
Is there any documentaries you could tell these young cats to check out or anything like that to keep them hip?
Shit, nothing that I could think of but specific, but
watch Nipsey Hussle.
Hell no, but look, when you think back, De La Soul and them, they all these people had these slave contracts and shit like that, where they wasn't getting the right amount of money they supposed to get. So we know to look for stuff like that.
That's what I'm saying. You know? People we talk about, they been on their own. You know what I'm saying? Like they.
What contracts are you talking about in specifics though? Like, what do you?
Like a slave deal, pretty much.
Yeah.
To where they getting all your publishing and shit like that when they ain't do shit to deserve it for real. You put in that work. You know what I'm saying?
What does the artist get out of that? What makes them?
Just talking about
it's different deals. I don't even know the right percentage
Boosie,
you're supposed to get.
Boosie
I don't know.
You don't get no checks after you sign up with a label.
So like, why would I sign the label in the first place?
Like royalties and shit like that. Like,
cause you sharing all your shit with all them people and they ain't even about to give you a check for it.
People that probably ain't never even listened to your shit.
That's why the new outlets and shit been coming out where people can learn how to put your music out independent.
Right, and you get your own publishing. So that's on you to utilize the internet how you want to. Like, I know one reason we ain't where we want to be because procrastination, outworked. You know what I'm saying? You could be outworked for sure. You got to put in that work.
And we doing this shit on our own.
Hell yeah. But we don't want no help. And I ain't never mad at that shit because I know I got some shit that could have me set. So it's just about my effort. You feel me? Yeah. I can't blame nobody.
Shit, we beat makers, producers, artists, all that shit.
Yeah, taking full accountability, right? At the end of the day, you guys are realized. It's not like you're sitting here going like, this is why this happens. Like, no, I'm responsible for it.
Yeah, I ain't gonna be like they hating, but I do feel like these DJs in the city, they should, if you see somebody got talent and they done rock the crowd, put them in rotation so they can come up.
They ain't trying to hear
DJs be worried about people not fucking with them, but in the other hand, if they come up, then they go text you because if they come up, because you ain't even fuck with them when they did rock some shit. Like, we done made it to the radio. No DJ that was rocking with us. And shout out to them though.
Hot 107.5.
Yeah, shout out to Nick Speed, DJ Gifted, Ikesha Baker, Floss a lot, you know what I'm saying? But I never heard of us being in rotation, but it's all good though. I ain't tripping.
Man, yeah, that's fucking crazy. And I like that you guys are saying that because it's like, when the fuck are they gonna? When are other people gonna start investing in other people? You know what I mean? Like, why does everything got to be about paper and shit? You feel me?
Exactly.
And
y'all ain't really just looking at the talent. Like, it's always just
and we will pay for what we need to pay for. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, let it be genuine in the beginning.
Yeah. That's the hardest part about the industry is pay to play, man. And until you get paid, you know what I'm saying? Until that point happens.
Yeah.
You guys have 4 people in the group, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, so why aren't all 4 motherfuckers here? What happened? What's going on?
Yeah, I'm on y'all niggas' ass. Nah,
Nah, I'm kidding, but
like niggas just been doing their own thing, kind of. You know what I'm saying?
I told you niggas have they got kids and families.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we gotta keep the shit going. Yeah, we gotta keep the shit going. And I won't have ass energy when we doing shit. So
Yeah.
So this how it is right now. Like
Now you guys were signed to a label, right?
Yeah.
Okay, kind of talk about that whole process. And a lot of younger artists don't know what they're
I'm gonna
getting
shout
into.
y'all out to show y'all ain't bitter.
Yeah.
Savage Life, Webby's label, and MGE Music Genius
Super Union.
Entertainment. We appreciate the opportunity. You know what I'm saying? But
She just the manager we had. She just didn't like
some
follow
things,
up on
yeah,
all the
some
shit that she
things
was
went
saying in the
on.
contract.
Some things went on, like when her son was ill. Rest in peace to KJ. He had a internal illness. So once he passed away, everything really slowed down, and it was just like shit. We were just waiting that shit out, but we still was doing what we did in the city. You know what I'm saying?
That so obviously, I mean, it didn't go the way you expected, obviously, right?
Yeah.
We supposed to have a tour and all that type of shit. It was like
Yeah,
it
we
was
had
being presented to us, but the shit they ain't never show. So shit was just on some bullshit after a while, bro.
That sucks, man. I mean, I feel like, you know, when you're being signed, it's like you're obligated. Like everybody's obligated at that point, right?
Yeah.
It's a whole trust, mutual trust, and everything goes on. But
exactly.
it doesn't suck though. Like at the same time, the people who have the power, they don't put you in the right positions that they offered you or they guaranteed you. So it kind of sucks.
Exactly.
Hell
Yeah, it's like we were supposed to do this, and then it didn't happen. And then you can't do anything with anybody else, right? Like when you're signed to a label.
That's how it was too. They tried to say that type of shit.
That's why I don't blame them, because they didn't stop anything we was already doing. So
Oh.
even if they didn't want us to do certain shit, we just still did it.
But they didn't do nothing about that though. Like you could do what you wanted to do, and there was no repercussion.
If something would have happened, like another big label would have tried to come
Because
out or something.
they out of town, they not even in Michigan, so
Yeah.
it was like it was harder for certain shit to go on. You feel me? But
What if in retrospect, what would you have changed, or how would you have handled that differently so that it would have came out in your favor?
I probably would have made more contact on and negotiated the contract a little more different. That way, if shit wasn't going how it's supposed to be in the first year, because we was doing artist development, everything. So you know that take about a year. So we had a lot of time we was waiting. We wasn't dropping shit or nothing.
Right.
So
And
it was
that-
like,
And we should have took advantage of us being artists and like telling her that we still about to go handle this and do this type of shit. Because
Yeah.
Webby know they wanted to link with us after the show and all that type of shit, but
Do you feel
they
like
slowed up.
were you? I mean, for lack of better terms, right? Were you guys just another one of the motherfuckers that they signed, and they just did what they wanted to do?
hell yeah.
Somewhat, but they wanted us. She wanted us to be the face of that label. 'Cause
Okay.
She ain't had nobody to build that bitch up.
Mm.
So she needed us to build it up, which we could have did, but she ain't take it serious enough. Like,
Mm.
not to talk down, but that's
No,
just
you're not
for
talking
real.
down. This is just what happened, right?
Yeah,
It's not like
yeah.
you guys are saying something that
Right,
didn't
it's all
happen.
facts. Shit,
Yeah.
right.
Hell yeah.
How we all.
Right,
If
we-
you can, if one of you guys like stick it for one of you guys with the mic and just tell me for a 1 minute of the A to Z of how that all panned out and how everything happened, like just run through it, quick A to Z's. I want the audience to hear this part. And
see,
know-
look, this is what I be talking about. Hold on, let me just say this.
It's crazy
Yeah.
how
Look,
you have it, man.
I keep saying this, just genuine shit be happening.
Yeah.
So all right, we had a good ass year. We made it to the radio. We went to LA, got in the studio with Battle Cat. As soon as we came back, we did a showcase with Floss a lot, and we wanted to get on the radio and shit. So we did that, shot a video, all that shit, had everybody fucking with us. And then we just randomly get a call one day from my auntie saying it's a meeting for us to get signed to a label. We ain't know this shit had nothing to do with Webby or nothing like that until we actually went there and she told us. And even when we went in there, we seen a chick from that group 702. She was even in there auditioning. So she sung and everything, and I know how that shit was. That's got to be real, cause she was popping. You know the song "Stilo" from Keenan and Kel. Yeah, she was in there.
Right,
The fuck?
Yeah. I was like, damn.
That shit like a label willing to sign somebody, bro.
Man, we didn't even try, but yeah, tell them the rest though.
So we go in there, we went in and auditioned. It was different people there and shit, and we knew we was gonna win, kinda, cause shit, we that squad. But we went in there and did that shit, and after that, she was fucking with us, so we just kept linking up and shit. And she took us to the studio, and we didn't get to record the song though when she took us and shit. Then we did the show with Webby, got in the VIP and all that shit.
Forget about the contract shit too.
Shit, that's before all that.
No, yeah, we did the contract before Webby.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She sent the contract. Oh yeah. What, 4 years?
Look, this how real
It
shit
was a
is.
4-year
Look,
contract?
I was literally trapping when I signed my contract. She was right there. She didn't even know what I was doing. I was doing hand in hand with somebody, and she didn't even know what I was doing. Like, that's how real this shit was. Like, nigga was trying to change his life, and I was nervous about the whole contract and everything. But somebody told us that was a good contract. Like, we had a better contract than most people get. But
It wasn't bad.
yeah,
She did what is called like a breach. What's called
It was
a
a
breaching
breach.
contract when you don't follow up on the type shit.
Yeah.
She ain't follow up on everything she was saying, so she breached the contract anyway. If she did want to try to sue us if we signed to a label or something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Why? Like, no, you don't know why. It just didn't work, basically.
She just slowed down, like you said, after her son died.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So she really couldn't. She was
going through that at the
she's
same
going
time,
through all
too.
that.
So
Yeah, that makes things. Yeah, but you're supposed to be a professional. Unfortunately,
Yeah,
I mean, yeah. At the end of the day,
she
you got.
already didn't take it serious enough. She didn't like
Yeah.
know the music like that and shit.
Damn. Well, if you can do it once, you can do it again. But I don't think you guys are on that wave. Like, I don't think you guys are gonna sign to nobody. I think it doesn't
make
perfect sense. Yeah.
Definitely.
Talk about what plans you guys have coming up right now, and like what the future strategy is for you guys right now.
Shit, we about to come out with another group mixtape. So that's gonna be fire. It's coming out. We already got the tracks and shit, but we ain't get the name yet. And then I got some shit always coming, so I'm gonna drop some shit.
Okay.
Yeah, like that's a good dope thing too. Like we always could each do our individual albums or mixtapes or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm producing a lot more, so I'm just trying to push that out too.
Yeah.
Cause I did a beat contest and everything with 808 Mafia. His name Fuse. He with 808 Mafia, and this was my first time. I just was exercising my money I had, like the opportunity, and that shit ended up working out. Now that's one of my contacts and everything, and I'm dope with making beats. So I'm gonna just keep pushing like that, and we gonna put the best foot forward. That's just how we rocking.
Yeah. You know, every time we talk about, you guys have a good history of music, like I said earlier. You guys know the earlier stuff and what's going on now. But let's talk about the fucking thing that sets everybody off. We talking about Eminem for a second, because I feel like you have an opinion about.
Shout out to Eminem, my
Okay.
nigga.
Now let's talk about
everybody sleeping on you.
Yeah, and listen, for you know how we do those 1 minute clips and shit. So I want whoever's gonna talk do 1 minute, and then you both. I want you both to say your piece about it, but 1 minute on you and 1 minute on you. Just stick to one person until we finish it. But what do you think about where everybody in Detroit? Every time we talk about Eminem and he didn't help or whatever the fuck problems they have with Eminem, what do you think the fuck is going on right now?
I feel like people that was fucking 15 years after Eminem was running around, they saying which I do feel like Eminem could have did more. You feel me? I'll never take that away. But when people go to say they never was listening to the shit, all right, now that's your fault if you never listened to it. So how you gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like people don't even know these songs. Like Eminem just wasn't just rapping goofy shit. This nigga was rapping real shit. Like and chopping shit up. Like why you think he a beast in the whole industry? So why only Detroit people just like nobody fuck with Eminem, but the whole fucking country fucking with Eminem? They gotta miss me with that because you can't say the hood shit. Nothing. I know hood niggas and everybody who was listening to this shit, who had the CDs. That's how I had it. I had never bought a CD to DMX. But for real, rest in peace, my nigga.
Okay,
that's all I gotta say.
What do you gotta say about it, man?
I mean, it's kind of like the same shit. I just feel like, right, if you wasn't listening to Eminem back then, you was sleeping on him because he was cold as hell and he's still cold. Like I hate when people trying to down talk his albums and all that shit. Bro is a spitter. This shit is disrespectful because he a legend in the fucking game.
Yeah.
Shout out to Eminem.
Now, just so these young cats that are watching the whole contract shit you guys went through, what advice could you give them about looking at these deals or how to handle these deals?
Right, get a lawyer, shit, read it over right. Shit, I mean, it ain't like we didn't read it right. It was still right. She just didn't keep up with everything she could do. Like people should be fucked up where she tried to get us for 5 years, but we taught her 4. So yeah, she did try, but you just gotta watch what you're doing out here and find out about the new shit they doing. Yeah,
would a lawyer have helped maybe or anything like that, or did you guys have a lawyer?
No, we ain't get no lawyer.
Damn, all right, yeah, that's we fucked up. It's like when
it's just because we knew we wasn't about to take an L on it.
Yeah,
we were just also using them as, you know what I'm saying, we signed to it. Like
look, one of my homies, I ain't gonna say which one. His ass, he signed the shit without reading shit. He didn't give a fuck. He just like, shit, I'm about to make it. All he thinking is Webby. He ain't give a fuck. Like we are nervous, hesitant. Shit, I made a post. I'm getting 100 likes, shares. I deleted it because that shit just got real. Like, I'm like, man, I don't even know if this shit real. That's just how you thinking in your head, because we got a great opportunity, and we know how it was with Webby and Boosie had they run when they really was going. So we was just nervous as hell about that shit. But his ass just signed that bitch. He ain't even read.
Fuck it.
He did it already.
Man.
And then he was the first one to have a problem with it.
Man.
First to sign and first to have a problem.
First problematic. The only
That's the
problematic.
funniest shit I ever heard.
Ain't that crazy?
Yeah, man.
Like, nigga, you ain't want to take your time.
Man. You didn't read shit. You just
Right.
signed pull out the pen, man.
Go give it to me like, I signed my shit.
What's been your favorite part of the whole experience of so far, though, is being involved in the entertainment industry? What's the shining parts? What's the parts you admire?
Shit, everybody respect us. Like a lot of people, they just love us when we see us. When they see us, anyway, we always love people. So before us doing music, people fuck with us. So doing music, you already gonna be known, and people really gonna like you. That's just I love the love.
Yeah.
Having the crowd rap your whole shit.
Sing him that mic real quick.
Having the crowd rap your whole shit. That was just like a feeling empowerment for real. Like
Yeah,
we did a homecoming. I forgot the name of the school, and we rocked that motherfucker. Like, we got the footage on YouTube and everything. Like, you would see, like, they didn't know our music from shit, and they just rock with us. Yeah. So that's another thing I want to say too. Like, if y'all people gonna come to these showcases and shit, don't just be standing around, because we are our own supporters. You know what I'm saying? Don't just make the next person look good and just rock for your person. If the music good, rock with it, learn their hooks and shit. That way you can give a show. Cause we all trying to come up, you feel me?
Yeah, man.
All trying to come up.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers just be in there just looking dead, stiff, all in your way. You trying to be hype, rock to somebody's shit, so be supportive. These motherfuckers just be there stiff.
Some
like
people have their arms folded and shit, and they're just looking like,
hell
yeah. What are you looking at, bro? Have fun, right?
Right, like enjoy yourself. You
like
gonna be
this.
bored,
They
bro.
just
What you drinking for? What you there for?
Yeah.
And another thing, don't put chairs in these showcases, because you gonna have everybody sitting down. They not gonna listen to you when you say get up. So don't have no chairs in the shit. Make sure everybody up like a motherfucking concert, and everybody gonna rock with each other.
Where do you guys hope to be a year from now with the music?
Shit, I feel like we're gonna be in the industry. It's just so much shit that's supposed to be going on and shit that
Detroit got the spotlight right now, so we definitely got to take advantage of this shit. Like, I'm trying to take advantage of every social media opportunity, all that shit, because you got to put that work in for sure. I understand that.
we just got big plans.
Yeah, for sure, man. I'm excited for you guys, man. I feel the energy, and like you guys said, the genuine nature of you guys. Anywhere you guys go, things just, the law of attraction just happens, man.
Yeah, law of attraction, that's the perfect word right there.
We just learning to get, you gotta be more confident with this shit and really be who you say you're gonna be out here. You just gotta move like the artist you say you are.
What's the message that you guys can put as a unit out into Detroit right now, or just into the music industry?
Support. Like, don't be too proud to support people. Right. Like you would think your family and shit gonna be your number one supporters. They ain't, but they do need to hear this, because if you got 100 cousins, ain't no reason all your cousins ain't sharing your shit. You know what I'm saying?
Talk about that. Why do you think that's not happening as much?
People just mainstream. I don't know. It's just like that.
Like, I just seen that post when they talking about somebody telling Lil Baby happy birthday, I'm proud of you, and ain't tell them shit. He was like, you get into some beef, call Lil Baby. You know what I'm saying? You gotta support your people. Just support them. It don't cost shit to support. Like, I support people who don't support me. I just still do it.
Right, motherfuckers know.
But that shit wearing bitter on me. It's wearing bitter on me. But I support a lot of people. Like, you ain't gotta tell me to share your shit. I'ma share it. That's how I am.
Yeah. What do you think is going on when somebody's scrolling and they see you, and that's maybe your cousin or your friend, and they see you, and what do you think goes in their mind when they see you?
And they don't like.
This nigga's doing.
No, they just looking through you. They're just looking.
No, they be like this.
There's my dogs right there.
This nigga still at it.
No like, no share, no comment.
Like, in the show, somebody
let you post the RIP or happy birthday mama. Oh yeah, you about to get them likes and shit like that. Yeah. They see this shit. They see it.
Right, that's crazy. You get the different love.
Or somebody die, they gonna see it. That's when your lights gonna go up, and that's what's crazy. And then people gonna be like, "Oh, it's my dog" and all this shit. But no, it's support right now.
Or if you out here doing something crazy,
it don't take no energy. It's double tap, write a fire emoji, even if you don't listen to that.
When
bitch.
we be out in LA and all that shit, you see people tapping in more and shit.
Man, that's the thing. Detroit, if you're in other places, you get more love because they feel like you're doing something.
Yeah, exactly.
But the thing that hurts me, what you just said though, is when you die. That's the fucked up part.
Literally,
That's when everybody
that's the
turns
most
you
close
up.
get.
And that's fucked up. But that's how life go, I guess.
That I think part of it is one thing is entertainment is one thing where it's hard to support somebody because it's like, think about it like this: you got a lawyer in the family or something, like a doctor in the family or something like this. They went to school for 4 years and shit. They seen all this crazy ass shit, and then they're making this crazy cheese, $250, $350 a year, whatever. Then they see somebody say, "I want to be an artist or entertainer," right? That's like a goal. What do they call it? 1 in a million?
Pipe dream.
Yeah, pipe dreams to some people. So that's I think part of the reason why people aren't supporting, and then the other reason is possibly like just jealousy. I can't do that. I can't go try the rap industry.
That's how I be looking.
Yeah.
Hey, like if your shit good, it's good. I ain't one of them people who count people out neither. Like if I ever looked up to you as a rapper, I don't care if you 45 years old and you still dropping shit, because the same way Jay-Z over 50 right now, but the same way if you dropping good music, I'm gonna support it. I'm gonna love it. I love that shit.
Cold is cold. You can't hate on good music.
Like
man.
AZ got a song
Tro
called
got
"Blow That
music.
Shit" with Dave East. That shit hard, and we met him
Oh, yeah.
genuinely in New York. We took a trip to New York. We ain't know who the fuck we was gonna meet, but we met AZ just in the soul food restaurant. Like I believe in timing and everything. That shit just happened like
Bro,
that for real.
We always run into like celebrities or
Like,
somebody else.
I feel like shit.
where we go.
Me and you for the first time doing this shit is open different doors. You know what I'm saying? Like how we just met the comedian. It could have not been nobody in here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You never know. So
Yeah, you guys got like a nature about you that's so relaxed, and I can see how you can just move into any scenario and work out with everybody. A lot of people rappers are like so timid and like, you know what I'm saying, looking around crazy. Yeah, but you guys come off as very like humble and chill.
for sure.
We-
And we from the hood for real.
That's what I was about to
For
say.
real.
We
Cheddar
from the
Ave, 6 Mile, Wilford Street. For
We know
sure.
the vibes and the time,
Hell
so
yeah.
you feel like that shit. Like,
Yeah.
I know we
I just want to give a
all
shout out to
know that
everything we done been through. Like the rapper Al Nuke. That's the
Yeah.
first studio we ever went to.
shit. That's kids.
First studio. We little kids with no money. Shit, we scraped up our little dollars, went in there, recorded off my beats, and
Man.
you know what I'm saying. We was kids, like 13 and preteens type shit. You know what I'm saying, and went in and dropped some decent music. Hell yeah.
Those are the best stories, man. The shit where it all started. Just so
See how
genuine.
dedicated like this, and we ain't weak. That's the thing. Like,
Yeah. So everybody,
We ain't
if y'all
ass,
watching this
man.
shit, make sure y'all check us out. Tro Boys.
Tro Boys.
I'm
Oh, yeah,
DK.
it's on
This
your
Maestro.
Instagrams and social medias, man. Yeah.
yeah. Follow me on Instagram at Troboy_Young Maestro, bro. Fuck with me, everybody.
Yeah.
And I'm Tro Boy DK. It's not Troy Boy. That's one of the biggest misconceptions.
Oh,
They
sorry.
always call us Troy. Troy.
Crazy.
I don't know why. For some reason, they see a Y right there, but I get it because it be wrote together. So that you got selective seeing, you just gonna say Troy.
Bro, people used to call me Kid I and shit. Cause you
Kid
know how
I.
the L and the I on Instagram is the
Yeah,
same.
yeah.
The Kid I, and they'd be so like, oh, Kid I, and I'm like, bitch, how you so excited to meet me and you don't know my
Don't even
fucking
know my
name,
name.
bitch?
You ain't watch
Like, did you ever
Like,
listen to me talk?
yeah,
You would know.
man.
I ain't never said Troy Boy, but
Shit.
it's all good. It's kind of like a little funny thing that just been going on for years. Like everybody, they gonna say Troy Boy, especially if they ain't really familiar. They just gonna say it like that. Even
sure.
after you tell them, they gonna say it like, okay, Troy
It's
Boy.
Tro Boy, man. Goddamn. All right, man.
Because TRO stand for the realest ones. This our brand right here.
Oh yeah,
So
man.
hit us up for the apparel. And I'm gonna get Kid L a hoodie for sure.
I'll be rocking
Get
that
him
bitch
some
for
merch.
sure. That's heat.
Oh yeah, man.
Listen, man, I appreciate y'all for being a part of this, man. I really do believe in you guys. I feel like
Appreciate
the
you.
humbleness alone is something that's so hard to find in the city, but at the same time, you can back it up with the music and stuff
Hell
like that.
yeah.
And just like you being nice to be nice. Like you guys, this is just who you
Yeah.
are. You guys are
I'm
just
a fire
humble,
nigga,
genuine people.
for
You know what I'm saying?
sure.
So, really.
And hold on, I want to
Oh,
send
yeah.
a message.
Yeah.
I swear, Vezo, bro, I need you to rap on that beat. I sent that nigga beat for his birthday. I can't hear nobody else on it. I ain't never sent it to nobody.
Man, my
It's
producer,
for you.
man.
It's
Yeah,
for you.
man, my producers fuck with him heavy, bro. I'll set
Fuck
that
with
shit
that
up.
bitch, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll set that shit
Vezo
up.
got that motherfucker. It's hard.
Man, we got Parallel Sound Studio hosting this for us, and we got Vantage Photo shooting all these productions for us. Thank you guys so much for being a part of this. Thank you guys again for being here, man. It's been fucking
sure,
awesome.
my bro.
Seriously, man.
Yeah.
We'll be seeing you guys soon. Thank you so much. Peace. Man, that was